All right, let's try this again. All right, so like I said before, I was going to got some constructive criticism, got some a lot of a lot of people liked the video I did last time, so I decided to do it again. And a few people, one person, a couple of people actually mentioned how the video is like 50 minutes long. It might have been a little too much for a new person to learn, and I get that. But just keep in mind, this is a streaming that I'm doing. It's a live stream. And like I said, I appreciate any and all criticism, any welcomes or any thanks or whatever you want to put in. I appreciate all that. I'm not trying to build a following or anything. Don't think that's what's going on. I just like to show people this game. It's a game that I love. And so last time I created a human fighter, and I decided to go just a little bit more involved when it comes to character creation. I'm going to go ahead and make going to decide to make a halfling, and that halfling is going to be a wizard. So we got the I'm gonna show you how to make pick magic out. As you can tell, I have my character fillable character sheet ready to go, and I got my player's guide, my monster handbook, castle keeper guide, and the adventurer's backpack. That's if you have to pick any of the books to keep to have a must have, it's going to be your player's handbook and for sure the adventurer's backpack and the monsters and treasure. But that's definitely adventurer's backpack. Get it, you need it, trust me. So I'm gonna be running Shadows of Halfling Hall tomorrow. And to be fair, I haven't actually sat down and read this, which is probably not a good thing, but I'll I'll go through it tomorrow. It's not very it's about 20 pages, 24 pages of a short adventure. It should I'm gonna have to pare it down. We're gonna try to keep this game under 4 hours tomorrow. It's gonna be for some newbies. Don't know how many people are gonna show up tomorrow, but it's okay. That's the whole idea is show it to people who have not played this game before, and that's the idea. All right, so let's see. First things first. I'll make sure I got all my notes together. I made some notes this time. That was another thing that somebody suggested to make notes so I can keep track of all the good stuff. Make it helps streamline everything for myself. And yeah, it's actually a pretty good idea, and I appreciate that. And let's see here. So, so we said nice work. Appreciate that, Nate. Questwise said they subscribed. Thank you, Questwise. Brad Allman, I think this was my most favorite comment of all. He said, "Man, I thought I was watching Bob Ross for a minute. You get to have the game you want. It's your game. Reminds me so much of you can do anything you want to. This is your world, Bob Ross." I am actually a pretty big Bob Ross fan. I like watching it on Twitch sometimes, the replays that they do. And Sean Page, apologize if I mispronounced your name there. He said, very cool, great concept. I would say that the video would be much better if you scripted it out beforehand, only showed yourself at the beginning and end. No need for the window with you in it. Eh, right? Chantel. She's one of our, I don't think I mentioned it before, but I'm actually one of the moderators on the Discord, the official Trollor Discord channel server. And Chantel's on there as well. She handles the night shift for us. So we just welcomed her on this week. So glad to have you on board with it here on the chat with me. Let's see. Uh, yeah, so got a few comments, a few good comments, a few a little constructive criticism. No worries. So I did make some notes this time, and I get ready to go. Do this little quicker this time, hopefully. And so let's get the easy stuff out of the way first. We're gonna start with the class. I'm gonna be a wizard. Wizard. It's gonna be a wizard. I'll do a D80. Yeah. So we're gonna go with the halfling. Of course, level one. No experience points at the moment. And let's see. All right. So first things first, we look up the race. It's going to be halfling. Pull up the player's handbook. Choose a class. We go wizard, intelligence. As you can see, it says the prime attribute is going to be intelligence. So let's go ahead and go back to the sheet and choose intelligence as our prime attribute. And because we're going to be choosing a a demi-human, it's going to be you only get to pick one extra prime attribute versus the three we got last time because it was a human. So we're going to only get to pick two. All right. So let's zoom in here a little bit. Good little read there. I've already checked it out before, so we'll see. All right, the abilities are spells. A wizard can cast arcane spells, so that's good. Can only cast a limited number of spells from each spell level per day. The wizard spells per day table lists the number of spells per day a wizard may cast of each spell level. For example, a 5th level wizard can cast 5 0 level spells, 4 first level spells, 2 second level spells, and 1 third level spells per day. A wizard must prepare spells before casting them by studying them from a spell book. While studying, the wizard decides which spells to prepare. Spell memorization and spell description are covered in detail in the magic chapter, page 68. Alright, and this says with this high intelligence score, a wizard gains bonus spell. If a wizard has an intelligence of between 13 and 15, they can memorize an extra first level spell. If the intelligence score is 16, 17, they can memorize an extra second level spell. And if 18 or 19, the wizard can memorize an extra third level spell. Alright, we'll leave that at that. So there's the chart right there. So he's going to be a first level wizard. So he's going to have 4 0 level and 2 first level spells. All right, we got that out of the way. So let's go and write that in, and we're going to bring that down here. So the number is going to be 4, and I believe that was 2. Let me double check. Yes, 4 and 2. And we'll see if we have any bonus spells. I need to add it down. I like to have those in the middle. Let me do that right now. I'll do it later, don't worry. All right. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here. It says the hit dice is D4. Like I said before, I'm a big proponent of just maxing out the hit points. Strength. Oh, did I hit the wrong one? Let's see. Oh, you're saying I should pick strength as the secondary primary attribute. Is that correct? Is that what you're trying to say, Chantel? Yep. Okay. All right. I'll go in and follow your lead on that one. I'll go and put that in there. Not a bad choice. I would have picked something else, but it's cool. All right. So the D4. So we're gonna put 4 in the hit points. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you always want to put your wizard, protect your wizard. Your wizard's kind of like your healer. He's gonna be the one that's gonna be able to like heal the heal the party, or have those special like magic power. All right, so we got 4 HP. Of course, AC starts at 10 with everything, and then we add armor, shield, and whatever have you. And then the next thing we want to do is look at now. It says armor. We're not allowed to have any armor, so that's none. Abilities is spellcasting, so we're going to put that under class ability. All right, that's pretty simple. All right, and I'm going to fill in this as well because we have 4 hit points for the first level. Like I said, I always roll. I never roll those because it doesn't make sense to have a. Let's see, what do we have? Just for example, I'm going to go roll a d4 here. Now I rolled a 1. That means my wizard would only have a 1 hit point, and that's probably just not a good idea. I mean, 4 is already pushing it. One thing to remember that one of the difference between Castles and Crusades and 5e is when your character reaches level 0, it doesn't automatically mean he's dead. It just means he's unconscious, and I believe you have up to -10. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. Before they're actually considered dead. So let's see. And alignment die. Hit dice, spellcasting attribute. All right. So the next level to get level 2 is 2601. Experience points will put 2000. 601 there. That lets us know when we go to the next level. The next thing we want to do is go to the Halfling race, which is going to be right here. Alright, so zoom in there. Halflings average about 3 feet. They have a good personality. They're jovial, friendly, and hospitable. Kind of just going to breeze through this a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to write these in. This is fearless. And what that means is halflings are most part leads, question lies, and often considered naive. It's not entirely accurate. Halflings are not raised with fears and trepidation imparted to them by myth and fantasy, but are reared on tales of self-dependence and the overcoming of life's many hurdles. For either or both reasons, halflings possess stout hearts and are not easily frightened even in dire circumstances. This trait imparts a 2+ bonus on saving throws against fear. So I'll go and make a note of that on the page. +2 bonus on save. Fearless. +2 saving bonus. What was it? Saving throws against fear. I'm just put fear saving throws. All right. And like I said, you want to another note on there, you can. Feel free. Then the next thing, you know what? Might be a good idea if I roll the attributes. Huh? That might be a good idea. So let's go and get the attributes out of the way. Where's my dice roller? Okay. And of course, I lost my dice roller. I'll pull another one up. I swear I told myself I was going to be a little bit more prepared. I do apologize. All right, so we're going to have a 13 -2, so that's going to be 16 -2, that's going to be a 14. Roll again. That's going to be 17 -2, that's going to be a 15. Roll again. All right, so it's 11 -1, that's a 10. Pretty good roll so far, especially for a wizard. All right, going to be 15 -1, that's a 14. These are really good rolls for a wizard. Then we have 14 -1, that's a 13. That's 5. One more. All right, so then we have 16 -1, that's 15. Wow, this is going to be a pretty strong wizard. It's going to come in pretty handy. So let's go ahead and move this dice roll out of the way. All right, so obviously we're going to put, what do you think, Chantel? Let me know what you think. We should put it, I'm going to put the highest number, which is the 15, on the primes. Let me know if it's a good idea to change that. Feel free to add any comments while I'm doing this. All right, then we got the 14. We're going to, I don't know. Looks good to me. I put the 14 in Constitution because I like to add that, add a little bonus to hit points. Then we're gonna put the let's see, 13 and 14. It's got a 14, 10, 13 and 10, 14, 13 and 10, 14, but 13, 13, and a 10. Since he's a wizard, he's gonna be pretty much in the background doing everything he needs to do. Dexterity is not too much too much importance. So let's go ahead and add the bonus modifiers. Let me get a little cheat sheet here ready. If you Google CNC cheat sheet, you can find a little PDF that has all the little stats and everything ready for you. It's pretty handy. I'll probably post a link on here. I want to get a chance if I find it. All right, so for 15, we're looking at a +1. 14 at 10 is going to be a none. 14 is going to be +1. 15 is also +1. 14 +1. 13 is a +1. Okay, so pretty good stats for to start with. So the Constitution is +1, so we get to add one more to the hit points. It's 5. All right. So then the next thing we know is armor. We don't have none. Shield, none, because we didn't allowed because he is a wizard, or they are a wizard. I haven't decided on that part yet. Um, let's see, or anything else I need to do. And 15 minutes in. Okay, so the next thing I got to do is, all right, so spell levels, come on, wizard. So we're going to put the starting gold in, and it says that the starting gold for a wizard is going to be 1d10 times 10. So let's bring the dice roller back over here. D10 times 10, and we'll see what that 5. So 50 gold pieces. Let's keep it simple. And spell weapons code. All right. There is no bonus to hit at first level for a wizard, so we're gonna leave that blank. That's not applicable at this point. Uh, let's see. What do we need to add on here? Although most wizards don't use weapons, I'm gonna give them like a dagger just to kind of add a little additional protection. Let me see what else is in the equipment list. Oh, you can't add a dagger. It's gonna be, yeah, club, dagger, dart, or staff. What's a wizard without a staff? So let's find him a staff here. Now you can have your own wizard. You can make that doesn't have a staff. You know, if you. All right, so it's 1d6, 4 pounds. All right. So put staff into weapons. D6. All right, I'll leave that alone. And that was how much? There's nothing. I guess it's implied that. Hmm, there's nothing listed on there. So I'm going to assume it's a freebie or one of those things. Okay, I'll leave it alone. All right, so let's go back to our thing here. All right, so the movement, we got to put that in as well. So we'll go back to Halfling. Movement's 20 feet, so we'll put 20 in movement. The languages, it's going to be Halfling, Common, Dwarven, no, let's see, it says high dexterity. Halflings are practice against avoiding the prying eyes of others in outdoor settings. A successful check allows the halfling to hide or make him almost invisible. If a halfling decides to move while tending to remain concealed, he or she can still, however, will suffer a penalty or to the check. At up to one half their movement rate, halflings suffer a -5 penalty to the check, and only half their normal movement rate to full speed for a -10 to the check. It is possible for a halfling, excuse me, to move faster than normal speed while hiding. If the halfling is being observed, even casually, the character cannot hide. If the observers are momentarily distracted, however, the halfling can attempt to hide. The check, however, has a -10 penalty because the character has to move quickly into a building. So we'll put hide as a ratio. I think we'll use those decks. The next one is going to be move silently. I'll just go and put them in there. Well, not to really discuss it right now. So when you put these in, just kind of make a little note to yourself of what these are for. So let's move silently. Of course, I forget. Move silently decks. Sorry, my ADD is pretty bad, and I tend to forget very fast what I'm looking at. So the next one's going to be dusk vision. All right, that's pretty handy. So we'll put dusk vision in there. And the next one will be resistant. A lifetime of good food when combined with hard work and a self-reliant spirit makes for healthy people. Halflings are more resistant to the ills of life than most other races, so they receive a +1 bonus to all Constitution saving throws. So we'll put resistant, +1 to what kind of saving throws? To Constitution saving throws. Okay. All right. So then we move up here. All right. I believe we have everything we need up here. The languages, of course. Let's go and put those in there. Let's see how many languages does a halfling using now. Just kind of browse through here real quick. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in there, put all of them in there, just for time's sake. And if I'm wrong, no worries. It's my game. I'll do it, play it as I like, just like I said before. So let's pop these over here. Perfect. Let's take Dwarven off. All right, so that's in there. All right, so staff. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy a small dagger just because, just to have that little extra on there. So let's get the equipment. Dagger, 2 GP, 1 D4. All right, um, so that's dagger, 1 D4, and 2 GP. D4, that's 2 GP, so let's take that out of the 50, go down to 48. Write that in there. All right. So here's where we'll go with the spells. And as you've seen before, wait, is there any bonus for the spells? There may be a bonus for the spells because he's got somewhat of a high intelligence there. Let's go to wizard. All right, extra first level spell. All right, because my intelligence is a 15, you get a +1. That means an extra bonus level spell. We'll say 1 right there. So for a total of 4 and a total of 3 of those. I'll make a note of that real quick. 0 is 4. First is 3. So, all right, so now we get to pick the spells. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I just want to go ahead and mention that while I know I'm streaming live right now, it's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning in Dallas. I'm gonna post this to YouTube, and like, just to keep in mind, I am streaming, so I will try to make it easier. I'm like, not make it easier, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and try to schedule a time better. That way, we can have more people join us. And the only reason I don't schedule is because I have a child, I have a baby, and it's kind of hard to know when he's going to be sleeping and who he's going to be, kids just aren't going to be quiet, and that's okay. But back to the spells, and that's going to be on page 80. So I made a little note for myself, like I was supposed to. So let's go to page 80. All right, page 80. So we get to pick 4 0 level spells. All right, so Chantel, if you're still there, go ahead and let me know which one you think would be a good one to pick. I'll take your word. Mm, mm. All right. Well, I think she might have jumped off already. That's all right. So let's see. Now, mind you, he's gonna be a wizard, so we will be needing a, let's see, 5 pound telekinesis, makes minor repairs on an object, arcane mark, describes a personal rune, dancing light, detect magic, detect poison, endure elements, light, object shines like a torch. That's probably a good one right there. I'm gonna put light on there. So put that into the spell. We'll bring that down here. So light. And one thing I suggest doing is printing out this page if you have the PDF, or just kind of making notes, little note cards if you have just the book. I would just print the page out personally because I have the PDF, which is why I always recommend buying it direct from Troll Games. They have a very good deal on the books, and the fact that you can buy them directly from them for a very low cost is like mind blowing. All right, so let's give it light, and then we're gonna pick three more. The next one's gonna be prestidigitation. Prestidigitation, your elements, ghost sounds, light. I'm gonna pick detect poison. No, detect poison sounds like a good one. Detect poison. The next one I'm gonna go with is gonna be probably detect magic. That's also a good one to have. All right, the next one will be, I'll go and pick one more and then I'm gonna go ahead and go with endure elements. That looks like a good one. I'm gonna put a zero next to these. That way I know that these are first zero level spells, I should say. As you can tell, it's pretty easy to put these. I mean, it's a little bit more involved. There's more to choose from, but it's still pretty simple. And I have almost the whole character, everything I pretty much need to get this game going for this character, I should say. And then we have get to pick three of the first level spells. So let's see. There's a few more to choose from, and there's a couple up there as well. Let's see. Summon familiar. Okay, create invisible force to base the caster's command for unseen servant. Might be useful. Let me see what else here. Floating disc, cold portal, identify, jump, magic missile. Alright. Alright here. Magic missile seems like a good one to me. I like to have extra. I'm gonna go and put that on there. Okay, so magic missile. And make a note. So that's gonna be 1d4 plus 1 damage. 1d4 plus 1 damage. So you get two more. Shield. It says invisible disc raises AC and blocks magic missiles, but it doesn't say how much. Oh, yes, 139. Let's take a look at that. Note of the page number 82, 139. All right, there it is. Level 1 wizard. Upon the incantation of this spell, a transparent mobile wall of force appears in front of the caster, protecting him from frontal attacks and magic missiles. Against melee and ranged attacks, the spell grants the caster specified armor class as follows. Melee attacks and siege weapon type missiles AC 16, device propelled missiles such as arrows, sling bullets, and bolts AC 17, hand hunters and missiles such as spears, axes, and darts AC 18. So that's a good one to know. And spell also grants a +1 bonus on all saving throws. So this would be one of those good things to write down on a note card, or you can write it in the notes section. But I'm gonna go put that as on there as well. So it's gonna be shield. Does it matter? It's just shield, right? Okay, so shield. And there is some notes down there. You can put that right here. So, and then we're gonna make a little note here. That's one of the good things I like about buying direct from Troll games as well. Their PDFs are DRM free, so you can go ahead and copy stuff on there if you need to. Copy that on another page. Uh, Such as arrows, such as spears. And we're going to continue the next one. Got a little bit more space on there. So, all right, so got a little note on there. That's fine. All right, so we got 1, 2, we got one more to choose from. And finally, we'll go back to page 82. All right, so we got to pick one more. Shield, shocking grass, wait. Spider climb, that's just a good one. I like that. So I'll put that on there. Spider climb. And you'll notice there's a little notch on there. That's so you can kind of mark if you've read your spell or studied that spell, so you can use it for that day. You can only use so many spells per day. Little notes for you. All right, so let's see if we need anything else for this guy here or person. So it is a halfling, so it's about 3 foot tall. I'm gonna say 3 feet 2 inches. Weight, it's gonna be about 75 pounds. A little heavy guy or girl. Age, I'm gonna say a wizard, so I'm gonna say a halfling is gonna get pretty old. So I'm gonna say about 100 years old. Sex, let me get my D6 and I'll roll for that one. Where it is, here it is. So if it's male, I'm gonna even male. No wait, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Better yet, let me use a D6. Even, it's male. Odds, it's female. It's an even, so it's gonna be male. All right, so it's gonna be Gandalf-ish. Hair is gonna be white. Eyes, I'm gonna say red. All right. So you can also fill in those descriptions, personality in the background. Feel free to do that as you like. And it seems we have everything we really need for this character. We don't have a name for this character, so let's go ahead and find a name. Um, don't want to go something like Gandalf. That's just little, just too on the nose. Let me try. Go to the fantasy name generator. I like this website. Fantasy names. Wizard. Wizard names. Male names. Trivius, Evius, Urnum, Rekren. Pizzax. Pizzax. I actually like that. I'm going with that. Pizzax. Pizzax the Wise. All right, so we got everything we need there. Let's see if I forgot anything. Um, we got here bonus spells. Got everything we need there. Let me turn that up. All right, so that's better. Now, finally, so you got everything we need to play, but if you want to make, like, if you're playing a long campaign, you want to go ahead and add some possessions. And that's when I'm going to pull out the Adventurer's Guide. Adventurer's Backpack, I'm sorry. Let's get that out of there. And I know one of the comments that I got was that y'all don't need to see my face through the whole video. To be fair, you're probably right. I'm not vain or anything. I don't know, it just think it's more personable. You can see me talking directly, kind of gauge my facial structure, facial features, and how I'm reacting to the. You can see, kind of see my excitement. I like this kind of games. I love role playing. I didn't get to play much when I was a kid because no one wanted to play with me, but I'm starting getting there. I'm sure that was kind of the case for a lot of people. All right, so let's find the wizard backpack. There it is. Now we have only 48 gold pieces left, so let's see we have enough for the backpack. I'll close 25. And there's not much to choose from, so yes, let's go ahead and add that on there. It's quick. I need to edit the patch. Single strap to be worn over the shoulder. So it's a small messenger bag. That's gonna pop you in there. Small messenger bag. The next one is gonna be. Bring this over here. Oh man, no, don't do that. All right, back over here. All right. It says spell component pouch. Let's pop that in there. Let's go ahead and summer bedroll. They need somewhere to sleep. So let's go ahead and put that in there. It's a case for a map. Case for a map and scroll with 10 sheets of paper. Let's pop that in there. I love the Adventurers Backpack. Like I said in my last video, it's literally the most useful, most important secondary supplement you can have. Sealing wax. And then we got 5 chalk. Now, one little note is before the Adventures Backpack, I would usually just like bare bones this or just kind of like hand wave most of this stuff. Just like, oh yeah, he's got that. Yeah, he's got that. This kind of adds a little bit more realism, makes kind of speeds things up a little bit. Actually, I'm at 38 minutes. I'm almost getting there, guys. I'm speeding it up for y'all. I know y'all 50 minutes was kind of a long, but I was doing a little bit more talking too. All right, 5 small vials, uh, wrapped in cloth, small sack. All right, let's go and get these going. And iron rations for 7 days. So let's go and pop that in there as well. All right, so that was, close that, 25 gold pieces. So let's go back to our thing. That's 48, that's 25, that's 23. 23 gold pieces left. So he's got a little bit of cash left. Now, as a wizard, you can also do what's called the familiar. Add a familiar on there. Uh, hmm, let's see here. More about that later. And let's see what else we got. All right, so I think I got everything we need on here. And yeah, we're done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this video. I'm gonna try to trim it down a little bit. I'll go ahead and edit this time and kind of chop out the little pieces that we don't, a little excess talking that we don't need. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments when I put this on YouTube. Like I said, keep the comments coming. Positive, constructive criticism. I enjoy it all. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Uh, I might make this a regular thing. I don't know yet. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna get a million subscribers or anything, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If anything, I just want to be able to have a be. I want to be able to bring more people into the game because yeah, there's the the 5e out there, but this is more my game that I like to play, and I want it to be your game as well. And check out trollords.com. Check out the Facebook page. We also have the Discord server. I'm on there all the time, so if you ever want to talk, chat with me directly, I'm on there literally all the time. I'll make sure to put a link on the YouTube video as well for that. Um, and with that, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'll see y'all later. Bye.